Yes.
Good evening, students. In last class, we were discussing about some trigonometric ratios and equations, trigonometric equations. How to solve the trigonometric equations we saw. Today, we are going to discuss with a new topic. Linear inequalities. It's a simple topic, but if I extend this topic, it will be tough. Hopefully, I am saying because this topic can be extended to any level. So you have to decide till which level you have to do this topic. Hope you understand who is on online. Anyone having any doubts? Please let me know. We'll do only just a little bit higher level than the NCRT, then it will be easy for us. So here also, it's like a continuation of our basic algebra. We started the algebra with simple equations, patterns, and whenever we are in 6th standard and 8th standard and all, slowly we will start with expansions, a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, if a is equal to 3x, b is equal to 4y, how to expand. And after that, factorization, divisions, all these things we've done. Instead of numbers, we are doing with expressions, equations, quadratic expressions, quadratic equations, how to solve. Solving means finding the value of x, linear equations, linear equations of two variables and all. So whenever I'm saying equation, somewhere in the equation it is connected, the terms are connected with equality symbol. Correct? There are some methods. If it is a quadratic equation, we are having some methods. If it is a linear equation, we are having inverse methods. We'll collect all the variables one side and coefficients one side. If the expressions are connected, that terms are connected with inequality symbols, how to deal with those things? That's only one topic. Nothing. There is a situation, particularly in math of particular topics, statistics, business studies, in higher level, there are the situations will arise where our situations will be like not exactly equal to certain things. So how to identify the boundary values? The boundary values means till what this can be valid. See, what is the general meaning of an expression? The expression will depict some situation, correct? Later on, just we will do expressions, we will ask you to solve. But in case of physics, you will get an equation by explaining some situation. Hope you understand. I think your vectors and all is completed. So when you are talking about a swimmer crossing a river, you will get an expression. If you do all the basic concepts, you will get an expression. Solving that expression will use required value. Suppose if you want to calculate the velocity, solving that expression will use. If you want to calculate the shortest distance or time, some expression you are going to create. You are putting some values, and there almost we are getting equations. But there are some situations. Sometimes we will get inequalities. First of all, what is meant by inequalities? Simple. Like any expression connected with, see, we are having arithmetic operators and relational operators. Arithmetic operators will explain how to add, subtract, how to simplify. Sorry, students. So this expression says X represents some physical quantity, Y represents some physical quantity. So you are saying 3 times of X plus 4 times of Y is equal to 7. That is a general one situation you are converting into mathematical statement. So you are saying these are the arithmetic operators. We are having 4 arithmetic operators: plus, minus, multiplication, division. These are the 4 arithmetic operators. So these arithmetic operators doesn't use whether it is equation or not. It doesn't tell you. It tells a statement. It will explain, okay, it is a statement, you have to add 2 things, subtract 2 things, something. Okay, if you are taking variables and if I am using, it is having a number of solutions. There is a difference between x plus y is equal to 0 and x plus y is x plus y is equal to 0. There is a lot of difference. X plus y is having many, even x plus y 0 is having many because of it is 2 variable of single equation. But same x plus y, 3x plus 10y if I am giving, then you will get only one solution based on that all the things have happened. So these are all called arithmetic operators, which will operate whether you have to add or subtract or something, 2 things.
Sir?
When it comes to, yes.
Are you presenting?
1 second. Yeah. So when it comes to relational operators, if you are a computer student, you will be aware of all these things. With the help of just basic English knowledge, it will be easy to understand. So relational operators means in mathematics, the terms are relating, comparing. Simply you can say, what is the meaning of comparison? Suppose you both are close friends, you've done some exam, how you will compare your marks? In math, I got 80, got 79, so 1 mark less. Comparing means which is greater, which is lesser, which is equal. This is only main comparison. So greater than, lesser than, equality simple. Other than this, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. So, but main is this 3. Not equal to, inverse of equation, equality symbol. So we can keep not equal to also. See, when it comes to not equals, there is a why I am not adding into primary relational operators. Is it possible? Yes, I can say it is not equal to. Not equal to is one kind of insufficient information. So you can say like this. Suppose if I am saying 3 is not equal to 5, what is this meaning? That is nothing but 3 is less than 5, I can write now. Or x is not equal to y. That means I am based on x and y values, it will decide. There are 2 possible solutions here. One is x greater than y, x less than y. But it never equal to x greater than or equal to y, x less than or equal to y, x is equal to y. These are the not possible solution, but these are 2 possible solutions. Based on x and y values, it will decide. So I can say rest of remaining 3 relations is combination of these 3 relations only. Whether I don't know whether it is greater than or less than, but I know compulsory it is not equal. Then I can use not equal to symbol, but I don't know whether it is less than or greater than. At that moment, we are going to use the equality symbol. But primary, we are having these 3 relations. So later we can include, yes, as you said, not equal to symbol also one kind of relational operator only, where if you don't know one parameter is greater than or less than to another parameter if you don't know properly. So if I am taking variables based on the magnitude of the variables will decide whether it is less than or greater than. Based on that only you can able to say which is, but we can say very clearly without values also it is not equal. Understand what I am saying? So there you are using not equal symbol you are using means it never equal. There is no condition will come like equal or less than equal or greater than equal. It is always either less than or greater than relation between the 2 parameters. So any expressions having these kind of operators, any expressions contains these kind of operators, those expressions are called inequalities. Those expressions are called inequalities. So any mathematical statement contains less than symbol, greater than symbol, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. These 4 symbols contains, then we can say those expressions are called inequalities. Inequalities. I'm not at started linear inequality. Our syllabus is only linear inequalities. Inequalities. The meaning of linear inequalities means what? Simple. What we are discussing linear expressions, linear equations, linear inequalities. We are discussing only linear inequalities, but we are extending up to quadratic because quadratic is also very much important for our +2. We need to learn quadratic also. algebra end with +1. You won't continue. The next level algebra only will start in +2 and engineering. Matrices only will continue. Next level algebra is only matrices. Nothing. Matrices, eigenvectors, high level algebra that is. It's not like equations and all. Yes. Linear equality will now also will discuss. In +1 itself we'll discuss the meaning of what is the meaning of linear inequality of two variables. We'll discuss here also. Don't worry. Because linear inequalities of two variables is very much important over +1 because around the 8 marks will come based on these inequalities. It is related to your commerce group. There is a concept called linear programming, LPP. We call it LPP. Linear programming problems. It's not like general programming. Optimizing a situation. There it will be useful. Without this, you can't move even 1 inch also in that topic. So usually before this MCQs and all, one 6 marks question will come in board exam in +2 based on this linear inequalities. It's like an application of linear inequalities, I can say. And the topic is related to actually BS and statistics commerce group. So once you started, then you will get one clarity like what is this topic, where we will use in our real life. Yeah. So now we will start with the definition of linear inequalities. The statement itself, the title of the topic itself will use the exact meaning of linear inequalities. So we are going to discuss linear equations with inequality symbols. If any equation is less than or equal to something or greater than or equal to some value, how to solve the things. Our ultimate goal is how to solve an equation if it contains any inequality symbol. Any inequality symbol. So I can say two real numbers are two algebraic expression connected by, how we can define the linear inequality? Two real numbers are two algebraic expressions connected by the sign less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to is called an inequality. So some examples of inequalities. 7 less than 11. 12 greater than 6. It's an inequality only. Whether it is linear or non-linear is secondary thing, but it is an inequality. That's it. X less than 3. Inequality with variable. Y minus 3 by 2 less than 2y plus 1. The linear inequality of single variable. X plus y less than 1. By seeing the expression based on your previous knowledge, you can say there are xy values. If I am adding those xy values, it should be always less than 1. What are the possible set of all x and y values which comes under solution set of this expression? So when it comes to inequalities, by seeing this, you can understand the linear inequality doesn't have one set of solution. It is having many solutions. Over that, actually the topic is over. We'll start with some numericals. Suppose if I am taking this example, if I am asking you to solve this one, what is the meaning? While you're reading itself, you can have to understand. You are only saying x less than 3. What are the real numbers will be suitable for which says x less than 3? Minus infinity to 3 open brackets. Over. That is only the solution set of x less than 3. That means you can verify also. You take randomly some values nearer to 3 or nearer to boundary values and substitute in the expression. If your expression is true, then it is true. The expression is not true, somewhere you done the mistake. But we can't do always like this. We have to follow some strategy. Whatever the equation comes, if you follow these steps, you can able to solve. Whatever the quadratic linear inequality given, if I'm solving like this, I will get the expression. Understood what I'm saying? Is there any loss which already we learned? Inequalities we already got in 8th standard. I don't know whether you can able to recollect or not. There are some rules will be there. Like when you're doing equalities, you can multiply both sides with same number, you can divide with both sides same number, you can add or subtract on both sides. Same as here also there are certain rules which is not exactly like equality symbol. In equality symbol, if I'm taking one expression, suppose if I'm saying x is equal to y, I can add both sides with the same number. I can subtract both sides with the same number, there is no change in the expression. I can multiply also both sides with the same number, though there is no change. It will allow. Even I can divide with the same number. Whether it is negative number, positive number, doesn't matter. Any integer or any real number, whatever the operation you are performing on left side, if you perform the same operation on right side, the expression value doesn't change. Correct? But inequalities it won't follow. We will see why it won't follow after discussing the basics of the inequalities. So we are having different kind of inequalities. So there are some inequalities which is connecting only constants. So if any inequalities which is connecting only constants, example 7 less than 11, 12 greater than 6, these kind of inequalities is called numerical inequalities. The inequality which contains only constants is called numerical inequalities. Numerical inequalities. Here the solution set, we can't call any solution set. When you can call solution set for an expression, if there is a variable, there is unknown thing. What is then? It's a true statement, that's it. Correct. It can be either true or false. If there is a variable, then only you are going to look into how to solve this equation. What is the possible solutions for this equation? There is no variables here. There is no unknown things. The other statement can be true or false. That's it. So I am saying an equation given, so it should be true here. If it is false, if you solve something, if you got the equation like this, so if I am getting 7 is greater than 11, then it is not possible condition. Because that inequality is not exist. Correct or not? Second, literal inequalities. Literal inequalities. The meaning of literal inequalities which contain some variables. Doesn't need linear or quadratic or biquadratic, doesn't matter. Which contains some variables. X less than 3, x plus 5, less than or equal to 7, x greater than 3, your wish. 3y plus 5 greater than or equal to 11. All this is the examples of literal inequalities. Next one, strict inequalities. Strict inequalities. What is the meaning of strict? Yes. It doesn't have any kind of equal or something. It is saying exactly one particular condition. Those inequalities are called strict inequalities. I'm not writing. It doesn't require. If you know the meaning, that is enough. Strict inequalities. Example is x less than 3, y greater than 5, x less than y. Understood? Ax plus b less than 0, bx plus c greater than 8, something. These are the yes. X less than 3. Yes, correct. But literal can't be always strict, no? Suppose if I am taking this is a literal. Oh, why I can't say? I can say 3 is less than 7. No? It's a strict inequality. How we can say this is literal? Strict is having its own definition. Strict means either it should be less than or greater than. That's it. It should not equal or something. Either it should be purely less than or either it should be purely greater than. It can be strict as well as it is literal. But now you can't say all strict inequalities are literal. All literal are strict. See, x plus 5 is less than or equal to 7. It's literal. That's not strict. That's what I'm saying. All strict are not literal. All literal are not strict. All means what? What is the meaning of all? Each and every equation, if I'm saying strict, that should be literal. Is it possible? So 3 less than 7 is strict inequality. Yes, numeral only, but it is also strict only, no? Got it? So that's the reason it's having its own identity. You can't compare. There are some situations like all natural numbers are whole numbers, all whole numbers. It's not like that. It's a combination. Might be one statement can be as 3 or 2. 3 less than 7 I can take as it is numerical inequality as well as strict inequality. Because of this, you can't say all numerals are strict. It's a combination. Fourth one, Schlage inequalities. Opposite to strict. Schlage inequalities. Schlage. S-L-A-C-K. In physics, it is having a different meaning. Schlage inequalities. In police, you will get Schlage means the tension is available in the string, then it is called Schlage. It is under the string. Schlage inequalities. When it comes to Schlage inequalities, I have told you it is opposite to strict. So x less than or equal to 3, x plus y, x plus 5 less than or equal to 7, and so on. That's it. It's like you can't say. You can't say. So equal to one. Sorry? Only equal to one. Equal to completely is not unequal. When you are keeping equal to, it is not counts under our concept itself. Now, definition of solution replacement set. Based on the English knowledge, can you say what is the meaning of replacement set? Replacement set. The meaning of replacement set, the set from which the values of the variables can be replaced. Suppose if I am saying x less than 3, what are the set of x values can be replaced x? I can't replace x with 4. I can't replace x with 5. I can't replace x with 7. But I can replace x with 1. I can replace x with 2. So the replacement set is nothing but solution set of the given inequality. Technically, I can say solution set of the given inequality. Instead of saying what are the values can be replaced with variables, instead of that, the solution set of the possible values of the x, the way how we will discuss, it's your wish. Yes, the solutions, that is only the replacement set. If they are replacing x with one value, if it obeys, then only can able to replace. But a few books there is a different meaning for the replacement set and solution set. To understand the replacement and set and solution set, I will give a small example. It will be easy to understand. Don't confuse with this, but not much important for us. Suppose if I am giving a question x less than 4, I am giving replacement set is 1, 2, 3, and so on 10. Then if he is asking what is the solution set, what are the values you can get from the replacement set? That is only the solution set. You can't take even negative values also in this case. That means he is clearly saying these are only the values can be replaced x. He is limiting the x values. The statement is valid only for this 10 values. So out of these values, solution set is what? Which values you said now? Which values are true for this given statement? What are the values can be picked from the replacement set to prove the statement, to satisfy the statement? Those set is called solution set. Solution set is always a subset of replacement set. Solution set is always a subset of a replacement set. Now coming to the actual thing. So how to solve the linear inequalities? How to solve the linear inequalities? Procedures to solve the linear inequalities. It's very simple. I will start with some examples to understand with equalities. Suppose if I am taking 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, correct? To understand the equality. Suppose if I am adding both sets with plus 2, what will happen? LHS will be equal to RHS. Statement won't change. The meaning of the statement won't change. You will get 6 is equal to 6. If I am subtracting minus 2, 2 is equal to 2. If I am dividing with 2, 2 is equal to 2. If I am multiplying with 2, 8 is equal to 8. If I am multiplying with minus 2, minus 8 is equal to minus 8. If I am dividing with minus 2, minus 2 is equal to minus 2. Other than this, any other combinations I can say? All kind of combination with the negative symbol side done, with the positive symbol side done. And if I am multiplying with minus 2, I done. That also I done. Dividing with minus 2 also I done. Multiplying with minus 2. Adding with minus 2 I done. Adding with plus 2 I done. Dividing with plus 2 I done. So just do the operation. That's it. This equality symbol remains equality symbol in this case. Now I am taking one numeral inequality to understand what is the difference between inverse operations or any other kind of operations I am performing with inequalities. From this only I will give the rule for you instead of remembering like a statements or formula. Suppose if I am saying, you know everyone, 2 is less than 4. First condition. If I am adding any number, add plus 2 on both sides. Four less than 6. It doesn't affect the inequality. Add minus 2 on both sides. Zero less than 2. Add minus 2 or subtraction, both are same. Subtract 2 on both sides. Add minus 2 on both sides. You are adding and subtracting, you are not multiplying here. Minus 2 less than 4. I am adding minus 2 less than 4 minus 2. I am getting minus 4 less than 2. So, if I am adding a positive number on both sides, or if I am subtracting a number on both sides, it is not affecting its inequality symbol. The statement is not even changing. The statement is true even though if I am performing that arithmetic operation, either addition of a positive or negative number, either subtraction of a positive or negative number doesn't affect the inequality. Now, So 4 things completed. Addition of positive number, subtraction of positive number, doesn't meaning addition of negative number or subtraction of negative number. I'm going remaining 2 operations. Suppose if I'm saying 2 is less than 4, I'm multiplying with 2 on both sides. 4 less than 8. It's true. If I'm multiplying any positive number on both sides of the inequality, it is not affecting the inequality. It is remaining true. If I'm multiplying with minus 2, I'm getting minus 4 is less than minus 8. So if I'm multiplying with any negative numbers, positive numbers doesn't affect, but if I'm multiplying with any negative, so the statement is changing. So to keep the statement true, what I have to do? If I am multiplying with any negative number, the order of the inequality will change. If it is less than, after multiplying or dividing, division is also nothing but a multiplication only. Multiplication of a fraction is nothing but division. So dividing with negative number, the inequality symbol will change. If it is less than, after multiplying, it will become greater than. If it is greater than, it will become less than. Suppose in this case, if I am multiplying with minus 2, minus 4, it is less than symbol, greater than minus 8. If I am dividing with minus 2, minus 1, because of the negative sign, if it is less than, I have to write as greater than. 4 divided by minus 2 is minus 2. See, this is one of the important statements you have to keep in mind when you are performing any arithmetic operations on both sides of the inequality. 2 by minus 2, 4 by minus 2. First statement, the first statement. That is only the main statement I do. So this is one of the important rule you have to keep in mind. Rest of the rules, whether you keep it in mind or not a problem, because it is almost as same as equalities. However, we will do in equalities the same thing. But when it comes to inequalities, this particular statement you have to keep in mind when I am performing any division or multiplication operation with negative numbers, the symbol will reverse. If it is less than, it will become greater. If it is greater, it will become less than. So that is one of the important things. Y equal to same? No. Less than or equal to? Yeah, same. Less than or equal to also same. I'm saying strict means even it is slate also it will be same. Might be it is equal, but rest of the values it is less than. At one particular value only it is equal, rest of all the values it is less than. Because of the minus, all those values will become greater. Only that particular equal value only remains equal. Got it? See, same kind of rules we are going to use to solve the linear inequalities. So anyone can repeat what kind of rules we will follow generally when you are solving the linear equations of single variable. Suppose if I am having 3x plus 5 is equal to 0, what kind of rules you have to follow? Suppose we are going to teach a kid of 4th standard. Yeah, so no need to write them, correct? Simply I can say in a single statement, isolate the variables. If it is a linear equation of single variable, isolate the variable. Isolating the variable means what? Make variables alone and rest of all the constants on one side by using inverse operations. Suppose if it is addition on left side, if I am taking to right side, subtraction. If it is a division on left side, right side, multiplication. If it is multiplication on left side, it is division on right side. This kind of inverse operations will apply. If it is negative on left side, subtraction on left side, right side, it will become positive. So these 4 inverse operations will perform and we will do. BODMAS rule we have to. The crucial role is BODMAS rule here. You should not say, suppose what I observed is even plus 2 also, 3x plus 5 is equal to 0. People can't do x plus 5 is equal to 0 by 3 first. Might be people who is coming these schools, and if people will feel this is a silly mistake, but this kind of mistakes also in board exam corrections. You are literally the people who came from US and different countries, they don't have inverse operation. They will do like this. If you go IB school, they won't teach you in +2 also. They will do subtract 5 on both sides. Divide 3 on both sides. Like this they will solve. They don't know, take 5 this side means they won't understand. But if anyone is there, please keep it in mind. If you don't know inverse operations, please let me know. You can do. So any method, finally, what is the strategy you are applying here? First, 5 I am taking this side. You should not take 3 on that side. Correct or not? Reverse of Bodmas rule here. Reverse of Bodmas rule. When you are doing the operation, reverse of Bodmas rule. So 3x is equal to -5. X is equal to -5/3. So x is isolated. Rest of the value, whatever thing is on other side, that is your solution for this equation. Same procedure we will use. Simplify both sides by removing the group symbols and collect the like terms. Collect the like terms. Suppose if I am equation like this, 3x plus 5 is equal to 8x plus 9. This is also an equation. Correct or not? So what you will do? You will collect isolating the variables means first you have to collect all the like terms on one side. So I am taking 3x this side, 9 is this side. So 5 minus 9 is equal to 8x minus 3x, minus 4 is equal to 5x, x is equal to minus 4/5. So what are the steps you followed here? First you collected all the like terms. That means all constants one side, all variable coefficients one side, and you simplified. Second step is you simplify. Addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, something you done. So I got -4 is equal to 5x. Still it is having constant. So by using inverse operations, dividing both sides with 5 will give x is equal to -4/5. The same set of rules we are going to use here also initially. But when slowly we will do one step by one step. There are 3 to 4 levels of numericals here. We will do all kind of numericals, but board point of view only linear. How to solve the linear? Between the range of 2 numbers. Sometimes we will get. I will show you what is the meaning of between the range of 2 numbers. So we will start with the simple questions. And one more important rule we missed. 3 less than 5. If I am taking 5 this side, 3 this side, in equation you won't do any, you won't touch the symbol. But here, if you are like switching the LHS to RHS, RHS to LHS, your symbol also should switch. Suppose why 5? How -5? -5 will be less than -3. Correct. I'm taking my, just I'm switching. Say 3 is equal to 5. I can write 5 is equal to 3 now. 3 less than 5. -5 less than -3. But if I want multiplying with, I don't want negative symbol means. But even directly I can say, if I am switching straight away, 5 greater than 3. 5 greater than 3. So that symbol, sometimes you don't want to write complete steps. +1. They won't expect each and every small step like 6th standard or 7th standard. Why I am saying is, first question itself, you will maybe some people will face this one. Solve for x or find the solution set of x value 9 less than or equal to 1 minus 2x. 9 less than or equal to 1 minus 2x. So as I discussed, what you have to do here, don't try to take 1 this side, 2 this side like that. I told you now in US or different boards how will do. You have to follow that procedure. Don't use the equations procedures here. So what you have to do, first I have to isolate the variables. So subtract 1 on both sides. Subtraction doesn't affect the symbol. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. No, subtract. Yes. Subtract 1 on both sides. So this will be 9 minus 1 less than or equal to 1 minus 2x minus 1. So it will be 8 less than or equal to minus 2x. Multiply minus 2, sorry, divide minus 2 on both sides. Eight by minus 2 when I am doing, listen here please, when I am doing with minus 2, what is the rule you have to follow? Minus minus cancel to 4 times to 1 time. What I will get? What I will get here? 4 greater than 4 greater than or equal to x. No, minus 4 greater than or equal to x. That is x less than or equal to minus 4. X less than or equal to minus 4 because 8 divided by minus 2 minus 2x divided by minus 2. So confused? Confused? X less than or equal to minus 4. So initially we are having the question, they will ask us to represent the solution set on number line. Then it will be easy to understand for higher level numericals. So I am taking the number line. This is 0, this is plus infinity, this is minus infinity. What is the statement says? X less than or equal to minus 4. So less than or equal to minus 4. So suppose if it is minus 4, this is closed interval if I am bubbling the dot, and from here everything open interval. So arrow mark, just arrow mark, till arrow mark says till infinity. If it is not, if it is bounded, suppose if I am saying it is minus 4 to plus 4. For example, there is a situation where I got the solution set is minus 4 to plus 4. So how we will represent on the number line? 0 closed interval. If it is closed interval means minus 4, we will highlight little plus 4. If it is open interval, same number line, plus 4, minus 4. This is open interval. Like this you have to identify, or all the number line itself you erase here, you can draw like this. Minus 4 plus 4, this is my interval. Solution set on the number line. Representing on the number line is one of the important question they are asking in exams. Initial problem is they will ask us to explain the solution set on the number line, because number line representing on the number line. Number line is we don't call number line. Technically, it's a real axis where you are representing all the real numbers. But it will be useful in our application of differentiation and calculus in next year. That's the reason we are just practicing this year. Next, so questions are simple. Wherever it is complex kind of things comes, we will discuss. So next question. Solve the inequality and represent the solution set on number line where the inequality is 3 minus 2x greater than or equal to x minus 32. First, I need the final a single inequality where all your variables on one side, coefficients or constants on one side, because it's a single variable linear equation. Yeah. What is the final expression? First tell the final expression before going to the solution section. X is less than or equal to, don't mention in decimal, keep it in fraction. 35 by 3. X is less than or equal to 35 by 3. How many of got the same answer? X is less than or equal to 35 by 3. Arshida, Kirtana, please. X is less than or equal to 35 by 3 is the right answer. Sorry? No. You can just mark one point. Make it that point is 35 by 3 and proceed. The number line is not accurate. You are not taking scale here. Yes, we are representing on the number line from this arrow mark shows the so first we are going to subtract 3 on both sides. Subtraction, addition with positive numbers, negative numbers doesn't affect. So if I am subtracting minus 3 on both sides, minus 2x less greater than or equal to x minus 35. Correct? So I am subtracting x on both sides. Minus 3x greater than or equal to minus 35. Dividing with minus 3 on both sides. X less than or equal to 35 by 3. Simple. I didn't write the statements. Hope you will understand what statements you have to write. So if I am asking you to represent on the number line, this is 0 and less than 35 by 3, all the values will come under. Suppose sometimes they will use the replacement set. They will say here x belongs to natural numbers. So what do you have to do in that case? 1 to 11. How 35 by 3? X is less than or equal to 35 by 3, but equal to 35 by 3 is not a natural number. So you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is the solution set of this expression. Natural numbers. X belongs to natural numbers. If I am giving the condition like this, then your answer is entirely different. Careful when you are reading the question. Yes. Same question if they gave for 3 marks, you will do directly or you will represent with the steps. No, subtraction and addition doesn't change. Multiplication. Correct. See, the way how we are solving is your wish. Even 30 students, they can go in 30 ways. Finally, we need proper result. Same result will come for all 30 people. Answer should not be different for all 30 people for single step. What is? Next one. Solve for x. The meaning is indirectly he is asking you to write the solution set of x on real numbers. If he is not mentioning anything on real numbers, if he mentioned x belongs to integers, x belongs to r plus, x belongs to r minus, x belongs to whole numbers, then you have to carefully observe what is the possible set. Sometimes you won't get null set also. If I am getting x less than or equal to minus 3, where x belongs to natural numbers, then the solution set is a null set. The possible values is less than minus 3. Less than minus 3, there is no natural number, so final answer is null set. There is no possible values which will satisfy the equation for the given condition. If I am not mentioning anything, yes, from minus 3, rest of all the values till negative infinity is possible. Yeah. Solve for x. 2x minus 1 by 3 greater than or equal to 3x minus 2 divided by 4 minus 2 minus x by 5. Please solve this question. First, give me the final equation, final expression. That is final inequality what you got. Super. The answer is x is less than or equal to 2. Anyone having any doubt? Who is online? Please respond. Raghav, Shriya, Vaishnavi, please. Another question. The question comes like this: compulsory, you have to use the scale, pen, and neatly. Oh, red color you don't want. Sorry. Which color usually sir will use? Yeah. Solve 2x plus 1 by 3 greater than or equal to 3x minus 2 divided by 5. X belongs to R. Graph the solution. Solution set on the number line. On the number line, please. On the number line. Graph the solution of the number line. First, give the equation what you are getting. X will be greater than or equal to minus 11 is the solution. So cross multiplication 5 of 2x plus 1 greater than or equal to 3 of 3x minus 2. So 10x plus 5 greater than or equal to 9x minus 2. If I am taking all variables one side, 10x minus 9x greater than or equal to minus 2 minus 5. So 6. This is 6. 9x 5 minus 6 minus 5. So x is greater than or equal to minus 11. Now you have to draw the number line. This is my number line. 0. How much? Plus infinity, minus infinity. So you draw this one with pencil, little bit lighter. So take pen, black color or whatever thing you are using. And what point? Minus 11, and equality symbol is there. So if it is equality symbol, yeah, x is greater. Yeah, sorry. Minus 11. Greater than or equal to how? Closed interval. This is infinity open it. That's the arrow mark I showed. Arrow mark. This arrow mark. If it is defined value, so you have to circle. Infinity is undefined value. So just arrow mark. It will keep on going. There is no end. Like your straight lines. With arrow marks, it's a straight line. Without arrow marks, it's a segment. Segment means defined length. Arrow marks means you can extend that line to any length. Same principle you can use. See next question. Solve 3 of 2 minus x greater than or equal to 2 of 1 minus x, given that x belongs to R plus. X belongs to R plus. Represent the solution set on number line. last question for today. Start doing the first exercise. First exercise, your simple questions. They are not defined. Whether are defined or not defined, take after 0 everything. 0 is the open interval. How many are online? 9. Zero to 4. 0 open interval, 4 closed interval. So the answer will come like this. 0, 4, 0 plus 4. This is a number line. That's it. This is how, or if you want, you can represent 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 6 or 7 numbers, and we can make it little bit more clearly. They will define. In this case, I am defining 0 not comes under R plus. If they are defined R plus value sometimes. They will define R plus value like this. How they will define R plus value, I will show you here. Continuation of the statement, they will give like this. Where continuation of the statement, where R plus is equals X such that X belongs to R, where and X greater than 0. Then it is open interval 0 till infinity. If it is greater than or equal to 0, 0 closed interval infinity. If they are not defined, you can take open interval 0. R plus, real numbers plus. So 0 we can't say as minus or positive. So definitely in case of a question paper, school and all, you don't worry. They are not giving for both the things, they have to give the answer. Mark. But in case of general board exam, they have to give this statement. They have to define well. If they are not defining for both the cases, they have to give the marks. Correct? Yeah. Any doubts we can discuss, or we'll meet in the next class. Bye everyone. Nago, any doubts?
No, sir.
Yeah, we'll meet in next class. So try to solve the first exercise. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.